Hi, this is Lisa from Low Cooking Rubber Stamp. Welcome to my channel. So I started car swap a while ago, and I have done 8 different kind of sharing already. And then last week I come up with this idea. I would like to see the first low cooking car challenge. So what is the first low cooking car challenge? Is that I have chose 2 stamp set that I am offer a very super good deal. And then if you are willing to participate in this event, you will get a $10 gift certificate once when I receive your car and when we finish sharing this car challenging project. So the Feather Treasure is one of the set that I chose, and it's only $29.99, and it's a special price of free shipping. And then by the end of November, when I receive your project, you will get a $10 certificate back. So you are actually only paying for $19.99 for stamp and die cut. So which is a very good deal. This is how I encourage you to give a try to join us or local cooking first car challenging. So this is the one of the set is called the Feather Treasure, and then also there's the other one is called the Morning Glory. Morning Glory is even cheaper, it's only $24.99, and the same thing, you will get a $10 gift certificate once when this event is finished. So just make sure you go to Local King online store and click the first car challenge, and you can see all the information. And then I did a little bit survey that most of you guys don't, half of you want to see I'm doing some of the projects, half of you they don't. So I have to decide is only show you 2 cards, one each, to show you what I come out with this stamp set. Just give you a little bit idea, and then hoping you can come out with your own project. I'm sure you will come out with your own project. So far, no kidding, I already have 50 people participate this event, and this is just the first day that I send the email out. So it's going to be so exciting. I am so excited to see all the cards that you send it to me, and I am going to open the cards right in front of you, and then it will be amazing to see 50, hopefully 60 or 70 people use the same stamp and come out with all the different kind of project. That will be awesome. So if you haven't got a chance to take a look the or card swap sharing, there is a sharing already I have been uploaded to or online DVD library. Check it out, you guys, amazing. You will see the card that not me, you create, the viewers create. So we're going to use this Feather Treasure stamp set and matching die set. I have used this set too many times. Rubber stamp is so much fun, is because different person, different material, different time. The card people create is just totally different. I have at least I use this stamp set for 5 or 6 different tutorials, and they all looks different. So just a quick peek. This is couldn't find where was that one? Okay, couldn't find. I just did one while ago. I think you can still find it from my online DVD library. So this is the one with the other one. So but I kind of changed it a little bit to create something like this. Okay, so just try to have fun. Okay, so we're gonna start it. They have like a few different kind of feather. You can do a lot of things with this feather, and I already stamped my image with a VersaFine, and I did the clear embossing on top. I just find out the clear embossing is just make this. See, this is the first one I make. I didn't do embossing. The feather is not as clear as compared with the one I did embossing. Okay, so coloring is a fun part. Before I do the coloring, this is what I like to do. I like to cut first, because too many times that after I spend the time to do the coloring, and then when I die cut it, I didn't line up, and I end out to have a boo-boo, and that's a painful boo-boo because I cut off my image. So just before we started, I am going to die cut it, and now is a great time because I actually need a guiding window, and I don't have a guiding window, so I just grab a piece gold color, and I'm going to create my guiding window. And once when you create a guiding window, you can use this window again and again. And I use this gold color because I kind of want to, you can already see, but it's a gold feather in the back. So I'm going to die cut it and the embossing. I will be right back. Okay, so I just die cut it, and also did embossing, and you can see or die cut have this embossing feature. So without anything, you just do the embossing and see what beautiful gold feather that we already have, right? Okay, and then now we are going to just die cut it. Like I say, I prefer to die cut first and then coloring, just in case if I accidentally move my template, I didn't get the clean line up, so that way I don't feel painful, especially if you are into the like a Copic marker. You spend a lot of time to color it, and then when you die cut, you didn't line up and you just cut off some part of image. That's very painful. So this is what I prefer to do. I will die cut first before I coloring. Okay, and here is a perfect example why I die cut first before I color it. Look, see, I didn't pay attention, and then my die cut shift a little bit, and then see, I didn't get a perfect cut. So if you die cut first, and then you don't waste the time when you coloring, right? So but you still keep this one. See, I cut a 3 gold feather, and I still keep my guiding window and my template. This template, you can do a lot of things with this template. Okay, so since because I'm die cutting and doing the embossing, I always like do like a more 2 or 3. So you can use the extra like this one. I kind of just put the feather in the back, seal with the feather, or you can kind of like decorate your envelope if you want to, right? Okay, so coloring. Let's do the coloring. Let's try a little bit different color. I found out my prototype, the color and my background color is pretty much the same. So let's try a little bit reddish color. How's that? So you can use any kind of media to color them. You can use a watercolor, or you can use markers, anything you like. So but I always looking for the fast way to do it. So I'm going to just use the magic mushroom, and going to just apply a little bit color, and just color a little bit orange, and then sorry, that was yellow, and then a little bit orange, and a little bit red. So our magic mushroom is awesome because you actually can mix the color. They can be clean, so you don't have to worry about it. And I just extending our 20% off coupon code. If you are looking for something, just use the code. It's LKFTB20. So I just extended until I think 19. If you're interested to purchase or magic mushroom, you get 20% off. If you can combine your order with your friend, you can use this 20% off too. So which is a very, very good deal. Okay, and then I am going to just give a use a little bit purple color, kind of just darken the outside a little bit. That's a pretty feather already, isn't it? Okay, so you can try all different kind of color. Okay, And then I have my gold embossing feather here, and this one here, and the 3 small here. And then now that's working on our card. So I have at least a black cardstock, and I'm going to need a verse mark in my feather stamp. Okay, so I'm gonna use something called the PearlEx. I think this one with a Michael's coupon, you can still you can get it from Michael's, because now they don't really have a show. We don't know really where we can buy our supplier. Okay, and then one thing is very important. You got to have one very soft soft brushes. Okay, so we're going to just ink or stamp. Okay, and we're going to just kind of feed it out this black cardstock, and then try to rotate a little bit, change direction, and just make your foundation into, your black cardstock into like full of the feathers. Okay, just try to change a different kind of position. And then you do have to re-ink your stamp every time after you stamped it. Okay, I'm going to show you close view. Okay, so VersaFine is VersaMark is kind of like a watermark. Okay, like this, right? Okay, so this you're going to use a very soft brush. Okay, and then just pick a tiny bit this paint, not too much. Always just start with a little bit. If it's not enough, you add more. Okay, and then see, we kind of just look how pretty it is. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so you just need a little bit, and then try to brush on the place that you stamping with the VersaMark. And then only the place that you, oops, too much. Only the place that you stamping with the VersaMark, they will pick up the powder. Okay, so gently like a brush it. That's really pretty color. Okay, so once when you cover with the powder, that VersaMark is going to grab the powder, so they are going to stay. So if you put too much, it doesn't really make any difference. You're actually wasting your those PearlEx powder. Okay, so you don't have to use too much. And then we kind of just brush off, you know, the extra powder. See, isn't that pretty? I get it is a new camera, and then I'm still figured out how you work. Okay, so that's hoping that's nice and clear what's it look like. Okay, so before I was showing that what you can do is you can spray with the hairspray to setting it, but I don't think so is necessary. And now I'm actually going to use the embossing folder to kind of just add a little bit texture. So my first card that I made here, I actually made a mistake when I want to do the embossing. I actually didn't pay attention and make it deboss. So how you can make an embossing or deboss? Every embossing folder, they have their logo. So if the logo, the print face up, that means you will get the embossing. If the logo is face down, that means you get the deboss. So I'm going to just put this because it's a kind of feather, right? So I just put these. I was talking about the embossing folder, but I don't know, somehow my camera just shut off. Okay, so just make sure if you want to do the embossing, those logo have to be on top. If you do like a different side, you will get the deboss. So I want to do the embossing, not the debossing. This is like a debossing is go in. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, see, this is the deboss is go in. This is embossing is come out. So and then you decide which direction you want to have your car. And then I was talking about this squeaky bottles for the white glue. This is awesome because you can, some small area, you can, is the place that the tape is cannot reach. I just use those squeaky bottles, okay, and put around everywhere. And then you don't need to buy the fancy white glue. This is just a regular school glue, and they work just fine. So I got these little bottles from Amazon, and but you got to make sure that you put a pin there, otherwise they are going to clog. Okay, so I'm going to just put this one first. Okay, and the white glue is awesome because they dry clear, and so just make sure everywhere, if you get a little bit glue, you just clean it. Okay, so these just so that's my foundation card. It's a beautiful feather here. Okay, and then now I'm going to just grab my feather, 1, 2, 3. So, and I found out a feather, so you can add a little bit feather here. So I'm going to use orange, red. No, I think I'm going to use no, purple is too purple. Maybe pink. Pink is too pink. I think orange is good. So you can add a little bit feather on top. Not too much. Or you can just use a partial. So 1, 2. And you can just add here or add in the back. Just kind of play around, see which way. Okay, I think this orange is better. I'm going to just use orange. And I am going to just use my twine here. Kind of rubbing all 3 together. And then if you find that piece of orange, that orange feather, hello, don't know somehow this camera keep shut out by itself. Sorry about that. If you find out this video is kind of not, you know, connect different clips. Okay, so and then I just make sure I put my pin back. Okay, so I just glue all these 3 pieces together and put a feather and the rubbing with a little bit twine and then put on here. So if that poking part is really bothers you, we can just trimming it, kind of reshaping it, and then that will work just fine. And then we're going to just you can kind of open this too, okay. And then just put a lot of glue in that feather. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem to glue the feather because it's a feather, right? So I'm going to just put like this and leave there. And then dumping everything on the floor if you are doing this project at your sister-in-law's house. Okay, and then for the envelope, remember we have some this template, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just maybe use orange color, okay, and then just using the die cut negative part, okay, and then kind of rotate it. Okay, and color everywhere. Isn't that pretty? So this is really, you know, this pandemic COVID-19 really kind of get me now, you know, because it has been there for a while. I'm just sometimes feel a little bit depressed, and then stamping is really cheer me up. So I hope that help you too. And then I'm going to just use this VersaFine. Okay, make sure it's the right direction of the envelope. Okay, and then kind of just fit it up. Okay, cleaned my table. And let's add some script in the back too. I'm going to just use maybe red. Okay, I'm going to just do half of them, or a corner. I think that's a very pretty background. I mean the envelope, right? And then I have one extra feather here, and like I say, I'm going to use. Oops. See, this bottle is good because they can reach the place that tape doesn't go. I think that's so pretty. If you want to put a small feather, you can do that too. But you probably not good idea because if you want to send it, right? Okay, so that's my first project. I'm hoping this video make you itchy, and then you will start to make your challenging car project soon too. So I am trying to send all the stamp out as soon as I can, and hoping you receive your stamp, and then you can start working on your car challenge, Local King's first car challenge project. It's so much fun. So stay tuned, there's one more video coming soon. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.